Hey everybody, before I get started, I am trying to phase out this channel into a new channel called Coop's Curmudgeon Dungeon. And I might not stick with that name. But now that I click on the link as I'm providing below, I don't see any way to subscribe, which is really helpful. I'm going to try to get that problem resolved, and you can help me a lot by double liking and double subscribing and double sharing. I know it's a pain. Thank you very much. Hey listen, I don't know about you, but when that crazy winter blitz hit Texas, I thought to myself, oh, we so need to get back into the Paris Climate Accords. And boom, it's like Joe was way ahead of me. He got us back first day in office. Foresight, leadership. Thank you, Joe. Joe did get around to declaring Texas a disaster area. I'm sorry, it is funny to me. Just the idea of Joe declaring something a disaster area. I mean, really, the irony of it, it's a little bit too much. Biden did take care of his dog Champ. I can't mock him for that. I'm just happy that the dog was next to a fireplace and wasn't relying on wind or solar. Climate change alarmists always are telling us that we're wasting energy. But what about them? Do you know how much energy they're wasting on gaslighting? It's amazing. So as everybody probably knows now, Dr. Seuss has been canceled. Dr. Seuss. And Dr. Seuss Enterprises just gave it right up. No problem, no fight whatsoever. Tell me this doesn't look like the typical green-haired feminist, by the way. It's the Grinch who stole culture. Turns out Dr. Seuss will cower to the mob. He will cower as he sobs. You see, because his books were quite a shocker. There were no boys playing girl sports or puberty blockers. So Mitt Romney was knocked unconscious and suffered a black eye during a fall. Seriously, I hope he's okay. Just from that description, you would think that this had to be from a fight. But then obviously we know if there's one thing Mitt would never be caught doing, it's fighting. For anything. Someone who does fight Rand Paul questioned Rachel Levine, who's breaking the glass ceiling for heavyset men in wigs. Okay, that's a joke.
What I'm alarmed at is that you're not willing to say absolutely minors shouldn't be making decisions to amputate their breast or to amputate their genitalia. For most of our history, we believe that minors don't have full rights and the parents need to be involved. So I'm alarmed that you won't say with certainty that minors should not have the ability to make the decision to take hormones that will affect them for the rest of their life. Will you make a more firm decision on whether or not minors should be involved in these decisions?
Senator, transgender medicine is a very complex and nuanced field, and if confirmed to the position of Assistant Secretary of Health, I would certainly be pleased to come to your office and talk with you and your staff about the standards of care and the complexity of this field.
That answer is pure evil no matter how you slice it. Slice it. Oh, I shouldn't phrase it that way.
Very poor choice of words.
She gave this answer 3 straight times. She might identify as a robot, because it sounded an awful lot like Hal from 2001.
This mission is too important for me to allow you to jeopardize it.
The issue is not transgenderism. The issue is child protection. A child should not be able to decide to amputate anything. That's an easy one to rule out. Secondly, Dr. Levine is only committing to going to Rand Paul's office if confirmed. Hello, Rand Paul's asking for the general public, not just for himself. So Dr. Levine is openly thumbing her nose at the general public's concern, which in and of itself is an additional red flag to the original question. The public doesn't deserve an answer on this. Pretty insulting for an assistant health secretary. It shows just how radically committed she is.
Let it go into the record that the witness refused to answer the question.
Coke is teaching its employees to be less white. Last week I was feeling really depressed and had no confidence. I didn't realize I was just being less white. Thanks, Coke. And Oreos are now virtue signaling. Junk food is leaning left. With all the body positivity stuff going on, I can't imagine why. I mean, really, what's next? The Keebler Elves gonna join Antifa? And you know the sugar cereals can't be far behind. Silly rabbit, puberty blockers are for kids! Andrew Cuomo has now been accused by 2 women of sexual harassment. You know, that Emmy Award he got is making a lot more sense to me. All that harassment, he's Hollywood all the way. Not sure how you felt, but I thought it was weird as hell for a politician to be getting an Emmy. So I looked up this Emmy, the Founders Award, and again, Cuomo fits right in. Bill Cosby, Kevin Spacey. Congratulations, Gov. One emerging thing about this Cuomo stuff, when I argue with my left-wing friends, they always talk about the left-wing media and the right-wing media as if they cancel each other out. They do not cancel each other out. By the summer of 2020, we knew about Andrew Cuomo's executive order, forcing COVID patients into nursing homes. We knew about that. We knew that it killed people, and the right-wing media was going nuts. The left-wing media was wearing noise-canceling headphones. This all comes back to the Time magazine article about the election. By the way, you have to read this thing. It is a word-twisting paradise. A well-funded cabal of powerful people working together behind the scenes to influence perceptions, change rules and laws, steer media coverage, and control the flow of information. They were not rigging the election. They were fortifying it. It's not cheating, it's fortifying. All I can say is, I hope my wife isn't fortifying on me. Now you can see what happens when the mainstream media recognizes something. Now Cuomo has to answer questions. And even now you still see the dishonesty. Cuomo's under duress now, but he's under duress for the wrong reasons. Sexual harassment is bad, but you know what's worse? Negligent manslaughter of thousands, and lying about the number of deaths. And it was criminal that the media knew about it and still gaslit you. And the cabal was so busy fortifying, they just pulled an Emmy out of their ass and handed it to Cuomo. All to fire up as much Trump hate as possible. Now look, if you hate Trump, then this doesn't bother you. But it really should. It should bother you when facts are withheld. It should bother you when information is filtered. It should bother you when your decision making is actively manipulated. In the first place, the idea is for the free press to hold the powerful accountable. If a cabal can manipulate you about that, if they can manufacture public opinion, why would they refrain from doing it again? Or maybe this cabal's been at work for quite a long time. And maybe the motives of a powerful cabal aren't so noble. Perhaps a powerful cabal might just be interested in maintaining power for itself. And if journalism can be corrupted like that, why is it unreasonable to distrust it?
It's all a fugazi. You know what a fugazi is?
Fugazi. It's fake.
Well, it is reasonable, and that's why half of America doesn't trust it. Hey everybody, if you can click the new channel and the new video and like it and comment and share it, that'd be really, really great. I'll provide all the other links to everything else. Thank you very much.